Boys Without Names, Chapter 8. By the time I wake up in the morning, our neighbors are gone and have taken all their things. I goes up to the station to look for Baba. I wait under the bridge with Naren and Sita. What what if I doesn't find Baba? Sita asks. Then Baba will find her, Naren says. Sita looks at me. Do you think so, Gopal? I don't know what I think. All I know is I want them to be quiet. How would you like to hear about a giant who live in a cave? No, no, Sita says. That giant lived under a bridge just like this one. Why would I do that? Because he's the only one holding the bridge up, don't you know? You are right, I say, but I have a problem with the story. The giant can't move because he's holding the bridge. It is moving bridge, Naren says. Yes, moving bridge, moving water, moving world, everything is moving. Round and round. The twin holds hands and spin. And that is when we hear the roar. It is low grown like the growl of a baby giant's belly, except it comes from the sky. Naren and Sita stop and point upward. Come, rain, come, rain, come, rain, come. The second rumble is deeper, louder, and longer, like the growl of Baba's giant's belly. Naren and Sita run to me. In the distance, I see I, with flailing arms, coming down the slope. The rain, it will be here. Hurry, we must leave this place, she says as she grabs a cotton bag. Another rumble, it feels closer. The wind picks up and I's saris flutter wildly. I hands Naren and Sita the cloth bag. Hold one strap each and start walking. She takes the heavy jute one with pots and pans, and I take the one with the bedding. Going uphill is harder with our things, but we manage until the rain pours down. I had never seen such a moving wall of water in our village. We are soaking wet by the time we get under the overhang of the station. Even though it is warm, I shiver it in my wet clothes. I take a faded sari from the bag, brings it up, and open it up. As soon as my sari dries out, you can wipe yourself with it, she says. I sari so that it is onion skin thin and will dry out in no time. The rain falls and falls and falls. Soon there are puddles everywhere. Out of nowhere, the sidewalk in front of the station is covered with people carrying mostly black umbrellas. There are fewer people and fewer vendors, and the footpaths look wide. The handful of vendors that remain there have moved closer to the store so that the overhangs of the roofs above can protect them. The girls selling buttons and magazines are gone. I can't believe it is the same crowded, hazy, burning hot place of yesterday. A car drives by a little too fast and splashes the people on the footpath. Naren and Sita laugh out loud. In front of us, a woman gets out of a taxi. She tries to open her umbrella, but it is stuck. The twin cover their mouths with their hands to muffle their giggles. I passes around her dried out sari and we wipe the rain from our skin. No one mentions Baba, not even Naren and Sita. But I know I both are deeply worried now. If Baba had found Jama, they would have been back. That means Baba got lost and never found Jama's house. And now, maybe he is out of money and can't take a bus or a train from wherever he is. After about 2 hours, the rain stops and the forest of umbrellas vanishes. The rain-washed air is cleaner, but it doesn't carry the fragrant, earthy scent of our village. All the water can make the footpath, the black-stopped roads, or the auto fumes smell keen. I tell I want to circle the station and look for Baba. Can we come? Naren asks. You both stay with me, then I tells me. Don't go down to the bridge, just look from the top. Yes, on your way back, get puffed rice. Don't spend too much. She handed me some money and empty plastic bag from the Deepak food store. I hurried towards the bridge, the place where we were sleeping in underwater completely. What if the rain had come at night? We would have vanished along with the plastic bags, cigarette cartons, and newspapers. Again I hear a faint rumble, a warning of more rain on the way. Time to return. On my way back, I buy paper packages of puffed rice and roasted lentils. Back at the station, I unwrap the packages and fold up the bag. She empties the lentils and puffed rice into a pan. Cut one of the onions we bought from home into tiny pieces. Add the pieces to the mixture and sprinkle red pepper on top. Flavored with onion and red pepper, it is delicious. I wish they were 4 times as much because the handful I eat only fills a little hole in my stomach. The sun that was out for a few minutes is swallowed by clouds, bringing the second slapping of rain. Water pounds and floods the street. I look at each other. If Baba doesn't return, where will we sleep tonight? We are careful not to spill out the thought and scare the twins. Naren and Sita are sitting quietly watching the rain people, umbrellas, cows, rickshaws, and puddles. In the beginning, their eyes were sparkling with curiosity. They laughed when someone splashed into a puddle or a car sprayed water on a pedestrian. But now their faces are drained. They watch, simply watch. Baba has been gone for a day, I whisper to I. She squeezes my hand. I hope he comes soon. I'm afraid more than I have ever been. I'm af- the rain still pounds. I tells me to wait with the twins while she goes looking for Baba. We are sitting right in front of the station, so why does she have to go look for him? Maybe she wants to see the water under the bridge. Don't go far, I beg her. I won't, she promises. A minute after she leaves, Sita asks, when will I come back? Soon, I reply. A minute after she leaves, Sita asks, when will I come back? Soon, I reply. A few minutes later, Naren asks, is it soon already? I don't answer. My eyes are fixed in the direction I went and I'm playing silently. I want her to be back just as much as Sita and Naren. When I return, she's soaked. The water is this deep on the next street, she says, holding her hand mid calf. I close my eyes, listening to the footsteps. Every time I hear somebody near, I look up. Please, Lord Ganesh, let it be Baba and Jama. As fast as it came, the rain moves away and the sun returns. A few of the stores open up, but it is quieter. I almost didn't come. One of the vegetable sellers said to a customer, he is weighing cabbage by my mouth waters. I don't blame you. It is too early in the season to have such a storm. We are not prepared for it. The lady opens her purse and pays him. The monsoon strike on its own whim. So it does, the lady says. The shopkeepers and vendors talk about how these kinds of storms can bring fresh floods and death. Their talks gather and crowd my mind. Naren and Sita are quiet and don't laugh, talk, or fight. They have not asked when Baba will come back. They know I do not have an answer. I shiver, wondering if Baba is caught in the rain. It is past 11 in the morning, but the streets are still quiet and many stores have remained closed. I think it is because of the rain until I realize it is Sunday. If we had made it to Jama's house, he might have taken us around Mumbai this evening in one of the buses. Instead, for the last 2 days, we have been sitting on a footpath. We only have little money left, and if Baba doesn't return, tonight we will be in big trouble. We must find Jama quickly. I know which bus goes to the other and from where we can find his house. What if your Baba comes back? If Baba doesn't find us here, I'm sure he will come to Jama's. I is quiet. It will be easy to travel today because it is Sunday and the buses have plenty of room. And look at the sunshine. We better move from the before the rain returns. Besides, we can't sleep another night on the street. Jama probably will be home today, I mumbles. Yes, and if we get there by this afternoon, we can look for Baba. Do you have more money? Tucked away in your cotton bag? She sighs. I wish I did. This is what I have. I takes out a couple of crumpled notes and some change. Without money, my plants are as good as lump of soil without seeds. I chew my lips. If only we could earn enough for the fare. But how? Just then I see a lady getting out of a taxi at the end of the street. I'm going to carry the women's luggage, I tell and hurry up before she can stop me. By the time the driver hugs the woman's bag from the taxi, I'm there. She glowers at me. I don't have any money for a bagger. My first thought is to run away, but I think of the money we need. I will carry your suitcase. She measured me while paying the driver. I will give you 5 rupees. I know that is a lot less than I should get, but still it is better than nothing. The driver helps me put the heavy bag on my head and I walk behind the lady all the way to the gate. Loud music starts playing and the lady fishes out a phone from her purse, but keeps on talking. She presses a green button and says, hello. She listens and then says, Acha, and presses the red button. It would be so wonderful if Baba had one of those phones, and so did we. Then we would know where he is. As I am about to enter the station, one of the porters stopped me. You can't go inside without a badge, he says, showing an oval brass patch on the sleeve of this maroon uniform with the number 581 engraved on it. But I am with the lady. Yes, but when you come out, you will need a ticket, son. He is right. I hadn't thought about that. Hurry, I will miss the train, the lady shouts. The boy can't go in. I will carry your bag, the porter says To her, the lady gives me a look as if I failed her. I have failed her. She looks at the porter, then at the waiting train. How much? 20 rupees. What? The boy was going to do it for 5. That's what I will give you. No, he says. She looks at her watch. Acha, let's go. You haven't paid the boy, the porter reminds her. I'm not going to. She marches off without glancing at me. I stand there as dumb as a goat. I'm biggest fool because I carried the luggage more than halfway and I ended up with a big ground zero. I trudge back. This city is tricky. I wonder that what Baba would do to survive here. I am mad at myself. Why did I rush to carry the luggage? I is right when she says I need to think things through. From the corner of my eye, I see the porter that carried the bag for the lady. He is waving at someone. He seemed nice. Maybe he can help me find work. The porter waves again and I realized he is calling me. I run to him. What? I ask. Here, he holds out a 20 rupee note. But you didn't take? The women's compartment was right in front of this gate. He says, pointing at the station, you carried the bag most of the way, so you deserve it. But don't do it again. Because if you don't have a badge, you are not allowed to carry luggage. If the police catch you, they will fine you. The image of policeman marches into my mind. I didn't know I got in trouble. I could get in trouble trying to work. I run back to I. Naren and Sita are playing cards quietly. I think we have enough money for 1 full and 3 half tickets. I whisper as I slip I the money. I don't feel like a stupid wandering goat anymore. Then we must leave, I says. Where are we going, Sita asks. To Jama's home. Sita pounds her fist on the ground. No, why not? I ask. Because when Baba comes, he won't be able to find us. I takes her hand. Sita, he has gone to Jama's house, and that is where we are going. We will see him there. What if he doesn't find Jama and come back here? My gaze settles on Deepak food store. I will tell the men in that store that we are leaving. Baba knows him, so when he returns, the storekeeper can tell him where we went. Is that a good idea, Sita? Sita nods yes. Naren and Sita gathers the card. I slide the deck back in the box, put it in the bag, and take out my notebook. Part of it got wet, and the pages are curled up at the end. I smooth them out as much as I can. I take out a slip of paper with Jama's address and put it in my pocket. On the way the bus, we stop at Deepak Food and leave the word with a kind shop owner. When we cross the street, Naren and Sita cling to me like baby monkeys, cling to their mothers in Mathuran. I don't blame them. The people and traffic are a lot lighter today, but compared to dirt lane of our village, this is as wild as the tourist-filled main street of Mathuran. And there are no cars, buses, or motorcycles in Mathuran. At the bus stop, there are 3 people in the line. They stare at the stuff we are carrying and probably the way we look, but no one says anything. My heart thumps loudly as we stand behind them. I hope this is the right thing to do. What if we get lost? What will we do? How will we eat? By the time the bus comes, there are several more people in the line behind us. I pays the conductor and he gives us tickets. Sita and I settle in the seat right behind the driver, and Naren and I sit the seat across from them. The windows are behind us, but there is wider space between our seats, so we can put the sacks down by our feet and still have room left for other passengers to walk past. I look out of the window one last time to see if Baba has returned. I don't see him. The bus moves down the road quickly. I hope we get to Jama's house soon and find Baba there.